Oh, so tired, dude. So sore. Oh. Okay, just doing a mic check real quick. Okay, just doing a mic check real quick. Okay. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. To some of y'all, it's noon where I'm at. Oh, brother, I barely slept last night. I need to buy a bed today. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna order a bed. We're gonna talk Venezuela war, review some stuff. Got some videos to react to. I do have to finish building the website so I can give you guys these sticker packs. Tomorrow I should have my green screen that comes. I'm gonna take some nice pictures, post the sticker packs, and then start working on the merch. I'll tell you guys about a cool website for merch. That's gonna be a very cool and productive day per se. Also, I might make a use my secondary PC for the secondary stream setup in order to offload some of the weight. My dad sent me a link, free oranges. Oh, damn. Somebody's truckload of oranges got denied. And they literally offloaded it on the side of the road. And it's here in Florida by me. What? That's crazy. No way. "20 minutes away from me. Wow, that's crazy." Okay. It is what it is. It is what it is. Let's set up this tiki-taki real quick. Oh. I'm hurt. I am hurt. Bro, I might have to good morning everybody, good morning. Let's see what's popping off, right? In the world. Because it's been going pretty naughty. Last night, while we were sleeping, US smacked Venezuela. So let's react to some of this stuff. I used to be a big fan of Sneeko, bro. Big fan of Sneeko. Now, I just think he's an idiot. And I'll describe or explain to you guys why. Sneaker calls out Donald Trump for bombing a fellow Catholic country. With Muslims, they see it as unity no matter who you are, but with Christians, they can bomb each other. And all base Christians in America love it. See me, I'm a bro. Like, look, I'm a Christian, right? And as much as I'm a born Christian, I don't use the Bible as like my moral compass for any religious book. This is my opinion only, right? Any religious book is just a set of directions and rules for you to kind of like use as a compass to navigate the world. But that doesn't necessarily mean that if you do not use that compass, you still cannot live in the world. You know what I mean? For example, scientists don't even believe in God, don't believe in the Bible, don't believe in the Quran, don't believe in anything, and they're still happily ever after, and they still have lives, and they still have wives, and they still have children, and they still live, and it's great for them, right? So how come God doesn't strike them down? Well, because like I said, God, my representation of God is everything and all in the universe, right? Everything created, everything there is, everything that it will ever be, that's what God is. God is energy. That's what I call God. God is source of all energy. God is source of everything. God is the divine unity between everything and everyone. And we, as people, are just fractal representations of what God is, right? So that's my perception of God. I believe in God. I believe in spiritual, divine existence and stuff like that. So I don't necessarily use a religion as like a you must believe in religion in order for you to be happy and fulfilled in life. That's just not me. Um, I will never tell somebody to be one or another or nothing. You be whatever you want because, like I said, you're a fractal representation of what God is. If God made you in a way to believe in Him, great. If not, you will eventually find out because you will reincarnate until you figure out that you need to get brought back to the divine. When you pass away, you just reunite back with your creator, right? That's just what it is. Creator being the source. Me, I've done a fair share of psychedelics in my life. So, when you do those things, you kind of understand what energy, frequency, and vibration is because when you do psychedelics, it kind of opens up your understanding of things. A lot of people are against it, and that's fine. Many written texts write in them, God gave you a fruit, and to you that's food, right? So any plant, flower, or etc. is used for us, to us, by us, for food and etc. And since the beginning of time, if you look at ancient cultures, they've used it since the beginning of time, like I said. So in the beginning, I was against it. Then I tried it, and I was like, I wonder why they made it illegal. Because at the end of the day, it's not. It can only be bad for you if you already have underlying illnesses, right? So once I opened up my mind to what God is, what creation is, what everything is, I became a more loving, understanding person. That's just me. Not everybody's like that. Not everybody will be like that. And that's fine. So the only thing about sneaker that I don't like, or any religious individual that pushes their religion down people's throats, is like, oh, you must. How about I do what I do, however way I want to do it, and that's it. And I don't need to listen to like The reason I don't necessarily support the whole Muslim religion is because they have this thing called Sharia, and they have this thing called jizya, where if I'm not Muslim, I somehow need to pay something because I'm not Muslim. That to me is just a bogus, like, I don't understand it. I would love to speak to a Muslim so they can make me understand it so I can understand where this came from, why this happens, who did it, who made it. Because at the end of the day, I'm an open-minded person. I would love to learn. But I disagree with the whole like you owe me because you're not me type of situation. I hate that. And that's what Muslims preach a lot. And Sneeko wasn't always a Muslim, so now that he became a Muslim, now all of a sudden we have to kind of abide by his beliefs, and that I just disagree with that. But let's watch this clip. Let's see what he got to say, because I mean, at the end of the day, I want to give him an ability to express himself, right?
You've noticed this. When the Somali daycare scam appears in Minnesota, and people question the validity of the investigation and what happened in Minnesota, but very clearly, there's a lot of daycares. There's a little bit too many daycares in Minnesota. That alone, that seems fraudulent. But you see how the right wing, the Trump base, will immediately call the Somalis. They'll immediately start blaming Islam. They'll say that this is a Muslim problem. But when Trump bombs a Catholic country, Maduro's Catholic, Venezuela is majority Catholic. They're following Catholic values by banning porn, banning gay marriage, banning abortion. Notice how nobody calls them Catholic anymore? Why is that? Now they're brown third world communists. Now it's good. Now it's base that he's bombing brown people. But nobody's talking about the fact that Trump, the leader of the Christian country of America, is bombing a Christian country in Venezuela. Fellow Christians. No sense of brotherhood there. I would like to see these Christians stand for their people. I would like them to, one, we should apply the same logic. Because when I talk about that, I can hear the response. People will be like, oh, you're just standing up for your people. You're standing up for your Somalis. First, I don't know any Somalis. And I see them. I know what they look like. They have the forehead and they look like I am the captain now. Look at me. But immediately they say, oh, you're standing up for your people just by calling out this double standard. And the difference is with Muslims, they see it as a one unity, no matter who you are. But with Christians, they can bomb each other, Catholics, and then everyone, all the base Catholics, all the Christians in America, they love it.
I think it's not necessarily that they love it; it's that they don't care. To that degree. I mean, I am against all war at the end of the day. War is not good, but war has been happening since the beginning of time. If you don't like it, do something about it. And back in the day, the way we solved these issues by just, let's say somebody doesn't like an idea, they would invade that country, take over that country, and win the idea war. That person that would win the war all of a sudden becomes right because he won the war. So you can't tell him, oh, you're wrong, because at that point you either don't exist or your idea just doesn't matter anymore, right? So what Trump did at the end of the day, he didn't bomb a city with with people. Like, from what they said, there were no casualties, which I doubt, because bombs rang out and rockets rang out. Let's check out those videos, because there's a lot of those. I mean, if you look at lie to us again, the people of Venezuela actually didn't like being ruled by narco terrorists. So according to this, but at the end of the day, you got to be kind of open to the situation that this can all be propaganda, which I have no idea at the moment. We're kind of making up our minds as we're watching this, so I don't know how accurate this is, but I mean, it could be just a group of people that got together to make this in order to push it to the media. But again, I'm not there. I don't know. I'm not a Venezuelan, so I can't speak on this, but this is what we see, right? So according to Venezuelan people, they're for it, that they actually, a lot of people supposedly support the idea of what just happened.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
If there was no casualties and they carried out this operation the way they did, I mean, shout out to them because they did something right. At the end of the day, we still don't know why they did it.
Mira, ahí vemos esa imagen que se repite.
I mean, this is kind of
Lamentándolo
crazy.
mucho, que se repite. Sí. Esto no es la primera vez que sucede.
If this just happened, that's
Aquí esa cúpula que hay
insane.
arriba, mira, ahí vemos esa imagen que se repite. Lamentándolo mucho.
They're literally running over people with armored vehicles.
Esto no es la primera vez que sucede.
There's a person being dragged. That's crazy.
Sí. De hecho, esa cúpula.
That's kind of crazy, bro. Again, this is what we're seeing, right?
Gracias, Señor, gracias al presidente de Estados Unidos. Yo solo estoy esperando hace años. Cómo he sufrido, cómo no han hecho daño, cómo han matado a mis hermanos. Ay, esto ha sido horrible, mira.
¿Cuántos años tiene usted aquí en los Estados Unidos? ¿Hace cuánto se fue de Venezuela?
Ay, tenemos aquí 8 años ya. 8 años porque nos mataron al hermano mayor y fue fuerte, hermano. Secuestraron a mis hermanos, eso fue fuerte. Y doy gracias a Dios por todo esto, porque ha sido fuerte.
Muchas
I mean, I hope that the representation of these people. Oof. Oh, brother, that's horrible. That is horrible. I mean, supposedly what we're seeing, right, is Venezuela is happy that it happened. I mean, at the end of the day, if they got rid of the dictator and they changed their regime for the better, they could have a positive impact on the country. And things could look up for the country. But we don't know who the next person in charge is going to be. So I guess we'll just see what rolls out of this. Okay, so they say we lost no aircraft. Everything came back. Our helicopters was hit pretty hard, but we got it back. We have a few injuries, but no deaths on our side is really amazing. But is there any deaths on the other side? And if there is any people, like any civilians involved in those deaths? These helicopters are crazy. I love these helicopters. It's crazy though that they did it in the middle of the night. We just all woke up to this. That's crazy. Mini yay. This pretty hard, not gonna lie. To me, the Chinese city amassed about $4.5 billion during his career, and whose apartments 13.5 tons of gold and 23 tons of cash were found and sentenced to death. What? For what? I wonder he probably fraudulently obtained it. Oh, it's pretty crazy. I wonder what happens this, right? And then put a bunch of plants in there. What would happen? I wonder if the plants would get rid of this. Cuz that's kind of what happens. Right, CO2, plants process CO2. Top G. I mean, bro, he didn't really go to war with Venezuela. He took out one person, bombed something. Still don't know what he bombed. We just know he bombed something. Bombs raining out. Right? He took out supposedly 2 people, and the people of Venezuela are partying right now. So if he went to war with Venezuela, everybody would be racing to arms to fight against the United States, which would be kind of the dumbest idea, because we are an island that's got more guns than the entire population of the entire world. Our one country got more weapons. Everybody has everybody has a gun, right? Where, let's say, population of China, where they have 3 soldiers to 1, meaning their army is 3 times bigger than ours. They don't have guns. Only the soldiers do. We're here. Every person has it. So if somebody was trying to invade the United States, they would not only fight the army, but they would fight the people too. Because people would just just grab their guns and then go front line. So that's kind of the difference between any other country and the United States, and why the United States is the greatest power in the world. And I don't think Venezuelans are against what happened. So I don't think he literally went to war with Venezuela. He just took out a person, and then now the leadership of Venezuela might want to press the issue against the United States. But again, like I said, there's no winning. So I don't know what's about to happen. Interesting. I hate rats, man. Mm. Oh.
Right? And so that was it. And so we got the entire thing cleaned up. It took me 3 hours. I'm gonna be honest. My legs hurt. My legs hurt. My arms hurt. My back hurts. Yeah, that's about it. So how many rats found? Surprisingly 0. But yes. And you're no longer Nurgle's chosen. Well, that's not quite right. And yeah.
The Roach King
your
himself.
blankets. Oh no, I still have all the stuff over there, sure. But like that's because I use it, right? You look fucking tired? New girlfriend? No. No, I was just like I didn't realize how many rotten burritos were in my room.
I love him, Asman. Not because of anything, but because of how outspoken he is. He's not scared to say things. He's very well spoken, literate. Venezuela is literally celebrating because they have brought peace. I've been watching lives. That's what I'm saying. I mean, they're saying we went to war with Venezuela. If we went to war with, a country, people would rebel, right? And then there'll be, like I said, a race to arms. Like people would be kind of fighting this whole idea, like, oh, let's go and fight back. But I don't see that from the people. So if anything, it's not necessarily starting a war. It's kind of liberating a country, no? Right? Like he didn't really start a war. In September, Nicolas Maduro activated civilian mobilization. But that's him activating civilian mobilization. Now that Maduro is not present, what happens? Now the army is literally running over people. But like I said before, you see these 3 women running with assault rifles. Every American, like here, it's only certain people have access to arms, right? where in America, every person, has access to a firearm, first of all, constitutional carry, second of all, and third, some people have 20, 30, 50, 100,000 guns and stacks and stacks and stacks of ammunition where one person can have just as many guns as like a small militia. One person, one family. So there's no really going to war with the United States. I mean, there's no winning a war with the United States. We have the greatest. Yeah, see, Venezuela has been liberated in quotation. Candace Owens says that like Syria, Afghanistan, and Iraq were liberated. I mean, at the end of the day, I understand her point of view. They are pushing for regime change. We don't know why. At the end of the day, they do have the craziest oil reserves. Again, we don't know. We don't know what's gonna come out of this, whether it's gonna be good or bad or the ugly. I mean, Venezuela could become a 51st state. All we know. What's up, Bobby? How you doing, bro? What you guys think about this whole Venezuela thing?
And we want to help the people. It's very similar in the sense that we want to help the people in Cuba, but we want to also help the people that were forced out of Cuba and living in this country. Do you want to say something about that, Marco, please?
Well, I mean, I just gave you a statement a few minutes ago about, when the president speaks, you should take him seriously. So suffice it to say, Cuba is a disaster. It's run by incompetent, senile men, and in some cases, not senile, but incompetent nonetheless. It has no economy. It's in total collapse. And by the way,
No, they're talking about Cuba.
All of the guards that helped protect Maduro, this is well known, their whole spy agency, all that were full of Cubans. I mean, it's amazing. This poor island took over Venezuela in some cases. One of the biggest problems the Venezuelans have is they have to declare independence from Cuba. They tried to basically colonize it from a security standpoint. So, yeah, look up.
Let's look at this from the White House page.
Doesn't have the support within or the respect within the country. She's a very nice woman, but she doesn't have the respect within
Mr. President, is it possible that the U.S. ends up administrating Venezuela for years?
Well, it won't cost us anything because the money coming out of the ground is very substantial, so it's not going to cost us anything. We want safety there. We want to be.
So they want the oil.
Countries that aren't housing all of our enemies all over the world. That was happening, and you don't want to have that. But we're going to be rebuilding, and we're not spending money. The oil companies are going to go in. They're going to spend money. We're going to take back the oil that, frankly, we should have taken back a long time ago. A lot of money is coming out of the ground. We're going to get reimbursed for all of that. We're going to get reimbursed for everything that we spend. So it's going to be. It's going to be a very important. This is a very big evening that took place last night. We have to be surrounded by safe, secure countries, and we also have to have energy. Very important. We have to have energy that's real energy, not where they're getting 4% and 5% of the energy out of the ground. You take a look. It was such a disaster. So what's going to happen with Venezuela, I think, over the next period of a year, is going to be a great thing, and the people of Venezuela will be the biggest beneficiaries.
Going to send in U.S. military.
Mr. President, thank you. What did you last speak to Maduro about when you spoke? And is the
Well,
US
I don't want to get
at war
into
with
the
Venezuela?
conversations, but I did have conversations with him, and I said, you got to surrender. And I actually thought he was pretty close to doing so, but now he wished he did, yeah.
You said that Maduro is responsible for drug trafficking. You recently pardoned the former president of Honduras who was convicted of many drug trafficking. Can you explain how these two situations are different? And would you ever pardon Maduro?
I endorsed, as you know, the winning president, the man who won in Honduras. I endorsed the man who won in Chile. I endorsed the man who won in Argentina. And we are doing very well with that whole group. What the man that I pardoned was, if you could equate it to us, he was treated like the Biden administration treated a man named Trump. That didn't work out too well for them. This was a man who was persecuted very unfairly. He was the head of the country. He was persecuted very unfairly. And there are a number of them. And we felt that it was a very unfair situation that happened to him. He's also a party member of the man who won. So obviously the people liked what I did. And one of the reasons that was done is because of the fact that the party in power felt very strongly that that man was treated very badly. I studied it very quickly, and then I studied it in great detail. I went to a lot of the people standing behind me, and they felt that that man was persecuted and treated very badly. That's why I gave him a pardon.
You referenced boots on the
President
ground
got kidnapped.
earlier.
Yeah, we're watching this right now, bro.
Do you envision the U.S. military having a presence in Venezuela as the U.S. runs that
Well,
country?
no, we're going to have a presence in Venezuela as it pertains to oil because we have to have. We're sending our expertise in, so you may need something, not very much, but no, we're going to be taking out a tremendous amount of wealth out of the ground, and that wealth is going to the people of Venezuela and people from outside of Venezuela that used to be in Venezuela, and it goes also to the United States of America in the form of reimbursement for the damages caused us by that country. So I want to thank you all very much. Thank you. Do you have one? Yes, please. You were so nice before. I'm going to give you the final question. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr.
Unless it's a bad question, in
It's
which
about
case I'll
Putin.
go one word. It's about who?
It's about Putin, if you want.
About Putin. Well, that's
Okay.
always nice
You had
to
a
talk
phone-
about Putin.
You had a phone call with him on
Yeah.
Monday. Did he talk at all about Maduro? Did y'all talk about this?
No, we didn't.
And
We
then-
never spoke about Maduro.
Are you mad at him right now? I mean, there's this
I'm not
intelligence.
thrilled with Putin. I'm not thrilled with Putin. He's killing too many people. I thought that would be so. I settled 8 1/4 war. You know what the 1/4 was? Thailand and Cambodia. I did it again. They broke out, and I did it in about 5 hours, and I settled it. I'm giving myself 1/4, so I'm up to now 8 1/4. In other words, I settled the war, but then they broke out. They had a pretty bad breakout over the last 4 days. I got them to go back to peace, so I only give 1/4. I thought the easiest one would be, one of the easier ones would be Russia, Ukraine. It's not, and they both have done some pretty bad things. And look, that's Biden's war. That's not my war. But I want to stop the lives. Did you see where last month 30,000? It was 27,000 the month before. 30,000, mostly soldiers, were killed this last month. 30,000. I want to stop that. You know, I got NATO to pay 5% instead of the 2% that they weren't paying. They weren't paying 2, now they pay 5. And we send them a lot of munitions. We send them a lot of things, missiles and various other things, a lot. And they pay. The United States is not losing money. We're probably making money on that. It's the last thing I care about. I just want to stop all those people. We're losing 25, 30,000 human beings. They come from 2 places that are very far away. But if I can stop, because it's something I've been pretty good at doing, deals, I guess. It's all a deal. Life is a big deal. But if I can stop that war and stop 30,000 young people, in addition to the fact that people are being killed in Kiev, people are being killed in other cities throughout, a much smaller number, but they're being killed.
I've lived in
viciously
Kiev.
Killed.
I'm
So
actually
happy
from
about
Ukraine
it.
myself.
I thought that would be something that would get solved. We have Mr. Witkoff here. I think that we're making progress, but that's a war that should have never happened. If I were president, it would have never happened. Putin says it. Everybody says it. If I were president, that would have never happened. But I inherited that war. That was Joe Biden, Zelensky, and Putin. I came into the situation, and it's a mess. And I will say this. I watched an operation last night that was so precise, that was so brilliant. I mean, it was incredible. If we had our people, like this general and our people involved, that war would not have gone on very long, that I can tell you. That war, to use an old term, that war has become a bloodbath, and we want it to get stopped. Thank you very much, everybody.
Okay, so we only caught the end of it, but I mean, based off what we just saw, oil was the primary thing. Venezuela was doing a lot of narco trafficking into United States, also a big thing. People are happy, also a big thing. So make a conclusion out of it. We don't know what's about to happen because we don't know the repercussions
interesting.
of our actions.
Very, very interesting. Let's go into the Twitter space, guys, and give some analysis on this.
Let's see what Myron says.
I'll go ahead also, chat, and we'll cover. You guys really want the track stuff, so I'll cover that as well. I'll cover tracks. I'll cover a little bit more clavicular with this girl. We'll cover the Twitter space. Let's see here. Let me unmute this shit.
It is the 51st day. It's literally become an actual vassal of the United States. They're not even trying to hide it. That's the good thing about Trump. He doesn't hide these things. He just says it. He just says it. So you get the real life kind of situational content of what's really going on. Guys, do retweet, reshare the space. We are live. We're going to be continuing this discussion on. We've been going for almost 12 hours now. And actually, I've been going for 24. We've all been going 24 hours. We did a space before this. We've also got Tweet in the Nest, which is YouTube. We're streaming live on YouTube because some people were claiming that the space is a bit choppy. So you can go to the YouTube link. It's above me, Khaleesi, and Santino. Just click on the link and you can. And you're awesome.
Oh shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, so just so you guys know, I brought up the volume a little bit. We got what? Almost 7,000 you guys. We got over 7,000 you guys in here. Welcome to the stream. We officially have more live viewers than Abba and Preach, bitch ass niggas. Okay, because we are better than them. Because we're diversified, we cover every topic. We don't just gossip on a bunch of other bitch ass YouTubers from Anus and Reach. So we're gonna give some analysis, talk about this, and yeah, let's see what's going on. I'll be on for a little bit longer. Yeah, let's see what we can talk about here.
Not on the what you call it again? Yeah, we've got people in the chat who've been going live on the YouTube for hours. Okay, let's talk about this. America.
Yeah, this is gonna be like I said, we're gonna see what happens. At the end of the day, there's a gazillion opinions of people posting their opinions to why it's good and why it's bad. What does Tucker say?
Of Venezuela, who I guess were on the way to killing or something, forcing out, regime changing him. And he defended Maduro. Didn't, actually. And Megyn Kelly says, well, Tucker said in his show that Maduro, most people didn't know this, whatever his many faults, I wouldn't hire him as an economist, okay? But whatever his many faults, has the most socially conservative country probably in the hemisphere.
I have the same mic.
Venezuela. It's just a fact. I mean, I didn't make this up. I'm not in charge of Venezuela. Just noticing that Venezuela has banned pornography, banned abortion, banned gay marriage, banned sex changes, and banned usury. You don't have credit cards with 40% interest in Venezuela. Okay. Ben Shapiro responded this way.
Tucker's made the point, I'm not going to here to be Tucker's defender, but he's made the point that Maduro is culturally conservative.
Who gives a shit? The guy's a communist dictator. Everyone in his country is eating dog. He's shipping fentanyl to the United States to kill Americans. Why do I give a shit whether he's anti-LGBTQ rights?
Who gives a shit? I do. I'm not moving to Venezuela. I'm not pro-Maduro. But I care about that. Why wouldn't I care about that? I've got kids. First of all, I'm against abortion. Sorry, unpopular. I feel that way. I think it's really sad. I would personally become poorer to end abortion, voluntarily become poorer to end abortion in the United States. That's not a choice. Don't want to become poorer, but I would because I care about it. Maybe you don't. Maybe you're offended that I do, but I care about it. Lots of people care about it. I don't think pornography is good. That really hurts people. You know, I don't think pretending that the sexes are the same is good. And you claimed that you didn't think it was good, but it turns out, quote, I don't give a shit. Maduro's against Israel. Oh, okay.
Yeah, bro, I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, like I said, we're going to see what comes out of this because at the end of the day, what just happened, it just happened. And until we know to full effect the repercussions of our actions, I can't really make up my mind on it. Is it good? I mean, people are happy, so I guess that is good. We're not really at war with the people, so that's good. We executed a targeted attack and a capture, so that's good. You know, there wasn't like a bomb that annihilated 100,000 humans. It was just a targeted capture from what I've seen. But like I said, we won't know long repercussions until we know the full kind of spec of this. All I know is Trump is one of the smartest businessmen out there. He's a billionaire. He has some of the craziest real estate in the world. And he knows what he's doing. You know, people kind of talk bad on him, thinking that he doesn't know what he's doing, but that man is a very smart businessman. So what he's doing has a reason. We just don't know what that reason is yet, to the degree that even what he said on the news today is only probably like 5 to 10%. Also, this whole thing with I watched the first season of this because of my ex, but I haven't watched the recent. But to me, I just hate this new media, bro. Like back in the day, we had such special effects back in the day were better than they are today. Like look at this. This is kind of pretty cool.
Is everybody okay? Are you guys okay? All right, go.
I don't know. These they shoot without reloading ever.
I am.
It's like there's just infinite ammo in these guns. I don't know, man. It's just it sucks. Wait, are they shooting at it in the circle? Like stuff like that. Like you look at it and you're like, who made the plot? who made the plot? Who was like, yeah, let's just shoot at it in a circle? Wouldn't people on the other side of the circle be? Look, what about the people on the other side? Why are they not getting shot at? Just like so unrealistic. But I mean, I guess kids would be like, oh yeah, that's great. Not me. I look at it and I'm like, God, this is just stupid. Oh yeah, the whole thing with tracks that just happened is crazy.
Bye. Have a good one. Have a good one. Have a good one. Have a good one. Safety out.
They got arrested this week.
Have a good one, brother.
He's already out for sure. Everybody's like, we're gonna slide for tracks. We're gonna slide for tracks. I look to like tracks. Tracks is a good guy. I never had anything bad to say about Tracks. I think he's just a very well put together businessman. Does his thing. He does his part, and never really had anything bad to say about him. I love his content. Love his giveaways. He does great by the people, for the people. Stands on business. This whole situation is unfortunate, but his crash out was necessary. I mean, at the end of the day, I would hate people using my name. I've had these situations in my life as well. I also crashed out where people were using my name to do bad business, and I just got rid of those people really quick. But his crash out was super funny. Bro's in the ambulance. Yeah, this was crazy.
Oh my god.
No punches. Why are people just hugging? It's like nobody knows how to fight anymore. And people that know how to fight, their hands are registered as weapons, so they can't fight, which is crazy. Because if they fight, it's like they got like attempted murder charges against them. Patriots are beginning to gather in the streets to defend their land against the invader. Nobody invaded you. I'm assuming La Patria means patriots. And I heard no surrender, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Yeah, this whole regime change. Yeah, because now it's going to be martial law. But so like, okay, so they do the regime change, right? They employ a martial law and they start killing their own civilians. Who's the bad guy here? Right? Who's the bad guy in this situation if they start killing their own civilians? And even, you know, America didn't kill as many civilians as their own government is about to.
Simply waiting here. Simply waiting when the fire dies.
I don't know.
Yo, Jay, yo, they got top. Yo, they got top. Yo, what they fucking top for? Top.
Fighting cops is smart. Now you're going for resisting. Probably disrupting peace or whatever, disorderly conduct. I mean, it's typical New York day or night. You know bro's from New York, the way he talks. I'm from New York. The skinny chins are killing me, bro. That's crazy. This kid, man,
Game. It's like a drill.
Neon is such a pussy, man. I just can't. Every time he has anything to do, anything he does, like where he gets confronted, he's such a pussy, bro. But that's just a person that grew up in a rich neighborhood that never had to like fight for his way out, you know? It is what it is. Again, it goes again. I've seen this guy like 3 times today with 3 different clips of him fighting with this girl.
You're trying to go projecting the disrespect that you're doing onto me, acting like I'm doing it. You started the whole time. I'm just trying to go out. I'm trying to have fun, and you just sit here. And
you're trying to go out and you're trying to go have fun. Then go fucking do that. Okay.
I told you I want to
go.
go out.
You want to go out? You want to go out?
Let's go see Quavo. I told you, let's go together.
Go see Quavo. What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Yeah, see, as soon as bro, so I have an ex-girlfriend. I broke up with her last year, beginning of last year, when I started trucking this whole situation. And we had a situation where she was like, I was setting up my stream, at that time I was very inconsistent and didn't have like consistency in my life. I just moved from Cali to Miami. I was trying to set up, a new situation, which didn't work out. Had this girlfriend, she was Ukrainian. She was like, me and my girl are gonna go out to the club. I hate that, like I just hate it. So I was like, I explained to her that I don't like it, but I'm not gonna sit there and argue with you. To me, I have like a very slim type of situation. Like I already told you once, I'm not gonna say it again. There's the door, get the fuck out type of situation. So she said she wanted to go to the club with her friend. I was like, I'm not arguing with you, not right now. Do whatever you want. She was like, okay, blah blah blah. Can I have money? And I was like, no. I'm not giving you money to go to the club. I already told you I don't want you to go to the club. What the fuck, I'm not one of those people that is gonna like supply you and stuff. First of all, you're gonna go to the club, you're gonna get free drinks anyway. There's gonna be some guys buying you drinks, whatever. It's like, whoa, that's not what we want to do. Well, that's exactly what's gonna happen. Me giving you money is just extra on top. And she got mad at me and was like talking shit to me to her girlfriend. I was like, bro, I don't give off. I was like, bro, the door is right there. You can get out at any point. Long story short, we broke up. I don't deal. I have a very low tolerance for bullshit.
Huh? You twist my words. Like, what the fuck does that even mean?
Like if I was him, I would just be like, all right, you want to go out, you want to do whatever you want. There's the door. Grab your stuff. Get out.
What, do I have a crush on fucking Quavo? Are you fucking that insecure? What the fuck are you talking
You
about?
think that's what I was thinking?
I don't fucking
It's just
know.
like degenerate and trashy with how fucking disrespectful you are.
We'll support you, and I'm glad. All you need. Shut your door.
I'll be like, I'm all right. I'm shutting that door, but you shut the door on your way out and make sure to grab your stuff. That's just me. I'm very. I don't deal with the bullshit. I don't. It's like, you want to go party? Sure, no problem. Go party, but on your way out to the party, don't forget to grab your shit. Simple. I have very low tolerance for bullshit. If a girl wants to go out and party, sure, go. Just don't forget your stuff on the way out. Very simple. It's very simple, really. Oh, that's crazy. But that, bro, why would you do that in the middle of the street? Like, bring you to your backyard, but doing it in the middle of the street in public like this, I mean, you're asking for it. Like, people will do anything for content these days without thinking of repercussions. I mean, I was like that when I was a kid. That's why I have a pretty bad rep, I guess. But as you grow up, you get a few of those. You kind of learn the hard way. But or Nigeria, bro, I want a Lambo so bad. Spam the Puerto Rican flag, but they started spamming the gay pride flag instead.
Can I see something?
That's crazy.
Can you film it?
We'll do IRLs too down the road once we kind of get better at this whole streaming thing. Once we get more people involved and stuff like that. Like I said, today is only day 3. I mean, I might have to restart my TikTok in order to just dedicate it to stream, because a lot of people that are on this TikTok kind of are here for the content, not for the streams. So I feel like restarting stream only pages where I'm just, a stream entity where I'm posting all the stream clips, where I'm going streaming on these platforms. I think that's going to be way better, because at the end of the day, I mean, this page has 8,000 people on it and we got 2 people watching right now, Rumble, Kick, we restarted all over. YouTube also has like 5,000 subscribers on it, but they're not streaming pages. So I might have to just restart all from scratch in order to do it right and kind of grow simultaneously on all platforms, because I feel like that's necessary. I mean, when I restarted my Facebook, I grew it to 200,000 in 7 months. So I feel like that's kind of the best way to do it. I might have to do that. And as we grow to maybe like 50, 60K, where we have at least 1,000 people watching, we might do some IRL streams and stuff like that. But as of right now, I'm just focusing on putting out as much content as I possibly can to then be able to utilize that content to give you guys better content. Does that make sense? I mean, we got a green screen coming tomorrow that will kind of make the stream quality a little bit better because this weird square won't be here, and I'm just kind of focusing on giving you guys better quality streams at the moment. That is a cool car.
That's the engine in the back?
Nah, that's the hydraulic, man.
Oh, okay. Can I see something?
Everybody got their own car. You chilling, bro.
Nah. Wait, how about this? Are you Puerto Rican? Yeah. All right, Chad, you spam the Puerto Rican flag. I'm going to show him. Let's see if he changes his mind. Then that'd be pretty cool if we saw the hydraulics work. Okay, I was about to show him the flags. Look what they put. Like, you're going to get me fucking shot, bro. Dude, it's just pages of gate. Fucking God, bro. You guys aren't funny. Is that the engine?
That's funny. I shouldn't anymore. You can see how fat they have become. That's so funny. They are fluffy kittens, bro. Bro was like cocked. Like he was so hungover.
Tenga la seguridad el pueblo de El Salvador que ningún mequetrefe, ningún pelele de imperialismo como el tal Bukele va a separar a los pueblos de El Salvador y de Venezuela. Seguiremos unidos. Bukele, el que se mete con nosotros se seca.
I don't understand what's happening in this picture. I guess that's him being brought in the US, maybe. What is this? Power Engine deleted way. Supremacist dating website. Live on stage. Yeah, this whole like degenerate gambling stuff, like I'm not into that, bro. Steak, if you see this, don't ever offer me any deal. I'm not taking it. Don't want it. Not a degenerate. I won't promote degeneracy either. Is bro trying a frog? A groiper frog? The Roach King himself.
There's a roach flying at me. Give me a minute. Where'd he go? Oh, shit! He's on my belly. Look at him. He's right there. Oh, God. Get him out of me. What are you doing, bro? Get out of my... Go in the garbage can. I'm going to take him downstairs. Give me a minute. I got him.
That's what they call him. That's how they call him, the Roach King, bro. It's so funny. I mean... That's the only downfall of Yasmin Gold. He's a dirty individual that doesn't take care of himself and has zero discipline. But he's a very outspoken person that prints content on a daily basis. That will give it to him. He's a hardworking person.
Yeah.
Are we clear?
Yeah.
Are we clear?
Yeah.
Clear?
Yeah.
Are we clear?
Girl, say you fucking clear. Girl, say
That jam with the Mac attack.
Oh, brother! This is why you just, like, my daughter will know jiu-jitsu, she know how to fight. You know, you need to know how to defend yourself. It's very simple. I mean, I went to school, I've been in these situations, I've been jumped, and every single time I could stand up for myself. And, That's just how it is. I'm not some 6'5", outrageously huge individual, so I just had to always, the people that picked on me paid the price, and it's just as simple as that. You have to know how to defend yourself, because if you're gonna talk shit, you're gonna get hit. That was my philosophy as a kid. Talk shit, you get hit, and if you talk shit, you got to be able to back up your words. It's very simple. Very unfortunate. I mean, it's gonna happen regardless, right? Well, no matter what you say, no matter what you do, if you try to put it into like black and white situation, racism, etc., like people understand why it happens, but unfortunately, it's not going to fix the issue. The only thing that will fix the issue is you being able to stand up for yourself and you actually being able to defend yourself. That's just very simple, right? I mean, Offset is single, so he can do whatever you want. That's kind of wild, though, bro. Like, that's why I just, I'm not in this whole influencer world. Like, I'm not interested in these influencer bitches. Like, none of that. I don't want none of that. Like, for example, it's like the top, OnlyFans models, like, oh, let me come over, let's smash. I'll be like, I'm good. I'm fucking good. Get the fuck out of my inbox, bro. I'm perfectly fine. I don't need none of that. Liberal white man says whites deserve to be robbed and gets robbed. White man, you should be upset with people like me. Black man, I am. That's why I'm finna rob you, dumbass.
You're a white person. What was that all about? Y'all don't pay the stolen land tax? You're white as well, dude.
Stolen land tax. Let me break down so people can comprehend this whole stolen land. Bro, I say this all the time, right? Every land mass in the world, whether it's Africa, England, Russia, America, Japan, China, any country in the world, right? There were wars waged in order to get that land. Many wars, many acquisitions. People, like I said, you have an idea, somebody disagrees with that idea. Fight it out. Whoever wins gets the land, wins the idea war, etc. That becomes now his land. He can call it, name it, whatever you want. If you disagree, go fight him for it. Like I said, you have a different idea. Okay, this land, aka Rome. I don't like it being Rome. Okay, take it. Try to take it. You can't? Then it's gonna be Rome. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, it's simple, isn't it? Isn't it? It's pretty simple, right? So same thing about America. Like when first, like, Christopher Columbus discovers this land, they fight over the land, they get the land. Nobody stole it. People here disagreed with an idea. The other person won. He called it America. That's it. Done. Over with. Don't like it. Try to take it. You can't. Shut the fuck up.
I don't know what you're trying to say. And you're
Keep it simple.
You're white as well. I don't understand where you're coming from. Because you got to take accountability for it. Accountability for what? Systemic problems. Because this right here, you're occupying indigenous land here. You're occupying space that isn't here.
Wait, so but I can say the exact same thing to you.
You can. And you should.
And you're occupying this space.
And we should. We should be calling out people. Honestly, he and I deserve to be robbed.
Who's we?
Humans. You say we deserve to be robbed. Yeah. Okay, take his iPhone. Take it. Take it. I use it for mutual aid. You want to help my mutual aid friends? Give me it. You want to? Okay. Give me it. Do you want to see Take his iPhone. Take his iPhone.
You just said you didn't want it.
Dude,
give me it.
I use this to help people.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
You want to go talk to Rhonda?
Who do you help?
I help Rhonda. I help my friend Corey.
You just said you deserve to be robbed, though.
I help so many people that need this because that's the way that I connect with people. So
they need.
See what I'm saying? Like, you talk shit, you get hit. You can't defend yourself. Don't talk shit.
They need this.
I do as much as I can.
But no,
you just said you deserve to be robbed.
It seems like you need this.
He needs a phone. He needs a phone. Help him out. He needs a phone.
You want this phone? Come get it. Come get it.
He said he deserves to be robbed. Do you know what Kofi is?
Come get it.
We can do that.
Come get it.
We can do that.
Look, now they'll
we
take
can
the
do
phone.
Kofi. We can do Kofi.
This dude just grabbing with his finger. That's so funny.
You'll be hurting my friend Corey. How? My friend Corey needs resources.
Okay. How are you helping your friend Corey so far if she doesn't have those resources?
Because I give them to her. As well as several other
Giving it to
people.
her and
This guy said he deserves to be robbed. I don't want
See, I come. Oh, he's a white boy. Anyhow, I was one of these white boys. I come from a place, upstate, where I watched a grown man ride a bike down the street, and little kids like this be like, "Hey, yo, that's my bike," and the man says something, and then all of a sudden, 10 kids chase him down, beat his ass, take his bike, and then ride his bike away while the man stays on the block just laying down. Like, I watched this happen way too many times, and it's like, bro, the only way to avoid that happening to you is first, don't talk shit. 2, be on your swivel. 3, don't be in these places. It's just, that's the easiest way to avoid it.
I'm not gonna let these kids rob him. But
And know how to defend yourself.
I deserve to be robbed, and then he gets robbed. See what happens? He doesn't want to get robbed because nobody wants to get robbed. No one deserves to get robbed. You should. This guy's a lunatic. Huh? You should be.
Should be what?
You should be upset with people.
The thing about Nick is he doesn't have anything out. All he has is a microphone and then a GoPro. So he doesn't have like some fancy, expensive camera. And usually he has a bodyguard with him or security or some sorts. So if they take something from him, the microphone's $200 to replace. GoPro $300 to replace. He's not losing much, but he's getting back. Like the videos get hundreds of thousands of views, if not millions of views. So he's making back. It's kind of like pay to play, right? You need to pay to play, and he's not scared to lose it because he's not losing much. He's earning more, aka it's just cost of operation to him.
Like me. I am. That's why I'm finna rob you, dumbass. The fuck?
Why?
Huh?
Why?
I mean,
why? Because you're on indigenous land, not your land. My land, my people's land. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? I can do whatever the fuck I please on my land. Now give me the phone.
I need it to help people.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
I got 10. I got $10.
Give me $10.
All he has to do is yank it.
More than $30? Show me your wallet. I'll bet you got $30.
Yeah, see, now he's cooked.
Wait, we still getting the
Oh, yeah, now he's cooked.
You see how world
Now
this
he's
cycle
cooked.
works? I said I wouldn't take the phone. My little niggas on the other hand, I didn't say nothing about that.
That right there, I've been in that situation as well, bro. You can make peace with the person. Like, whenever it comes down to groups of people, wherever person you're making the situation with, that's bond between you and him, right? He might uphold that word, but the other 20 people in that room didn't make that bond with you or that word with you. So they can run you for your money. They can run your pockets. They can take your shoes. They can take whatever. And that's exactly what that person that made a word with you is going to say. It's like, bro, you talk to me. I told you I ain't going to do nothing. I'm not doing nothing. But damn, I don't know nothing about that.
He said he deserves to get robbed.
Yeah, he did.
Crazy, bro. It's crazy. Like I said, you got to know how to defend yourself, bro. It's very simple. It's that simple. Or don't be in those situations. The best way to avoid a situation is to not be in that situation. That was sketchy, bro. I thought he was going to hit her. The balance. Fire. That's AI. Hey, nice. He's quick. He's quick. He's nice. I like for example, the big boxing matches, right? These smaller boxing matches sometimes are better to watch than the big ones because the big ones, bro, people are just hugging it out all the time. Like Mayweather always hugs people. What was his prodigy? I forgot his prodigy's name. They just stay hugging and stuff. It's so stupid. And then these like low tier fights, bare knuckles, backyard fights, like these. I don't know what this is, but I'm assuming it's just in like some international boxing match. It's actually fighting, you know. Yeah, it's cool, bro. Trump is wild, bro. Trump is fucking wild, bro. Yeah, people that are learning how to quick scope, insane, dude. Wait, how does he have that dot on the screen? Does it do that? Or did he have a setting? This kind of cold though. He a cold man. He a cold man. Recruited to Illuminati only 19 by GGB on Serial is worth selling your soul in this world to get everything you want. One podcast. I was 19. I don't regret joining.
Come with the industry, you're gonna get hate no matter what. But any publicity is good publicity at the end of the day.
I found that actually really interesting because a lot of people I talk to, they always talk about how, like, before they didn't know what they were getting into, then they make all this money, and then they kind of start to regret it.
Mhm.
But it's like, yo, you cashed out, your life changed completely. You're gonna have those regrets. So it's like, is there a point where you wish you never went this route?
I mean, I definitely, like, all the time doing this, like, I think, like, am I regretful for doing this? Like, should I be doing this? Am I on the right path? But like I said, I'm happy. I think that as long as you stick.
Yeah, the whole OF bullshit. Like anybody that does OF, they're fucking cooked for life. So. So I guess at the end of the day, when this whole Venezuela war is you know, some would say it's a bad thing, some would say it's a good thing. I'm kind of staying in the middle and just waiting to see what happens. Because at the end of the day, that's just how it is. We gotta wait to see what happens. They just captured him. I'm already, we're already seeing kind of what? We're already seeing the martial law being applied and, civilians getting ran over by trucks, which is bad. People might revolt against their own military, which we'll see what happens. I mean, it just happened last night, literally. So, like I said, we gotta wait to see what happens. We gotta see what happens. That cheetah was not sprinting though. It was just jogging. The reason for Western civilization decline.
Symbolizing the facets of everything that we see. And telling us to be scared when all we ever are is free. I'm letting go of the things that don't serve me no more. Cause I am holy and sacred and righteous and true, and I deserve to be here, and so do you. Blessings I see.
I mean, they're going to a festival, or like I've been to these communities a lot of times, and a lot of these people are happy, but also a lot of these people are extremely depressed because of the outer influence of the world and stuff like that. That, um, and you know, I'm kind of like a person that found peace where I just don't care. I just don't give a fuck. You can do whatever you want as long as it doesn't affect me. As long as it doesn't affect me, you can do whatever the fuck you want. But I'll just speak on it. I'll just say whatever I gotta say. Trying to describe this to the homies. Like, bro, I was just in some ish, man. Crazy, dude. I'm not watching it just because it just looks stupid. Like, very stupid. First season was cool. The rest, I mean, I don't know. President Trump says the United States is going to run the country of Venezuela. 51st state on the way. If that happens, that's insane, dude. Uh,
We literally tried to get back into the house. We told us we couldn't come in.
Are y'all freaking kidding me right now? Y'all throw a party here. I'm nonstop trying to contact you, Haley.
see, with my parents, it's very simple. My house, my rules. That's why I bought a house next to my parents. And I can go into their house, have fun, go to my house, and create my rules that everybody has to abide by. When I stream, I stream. Let me stream. Let me do my thing. I can stream till 5. I can stream 24. I can stream all year if I wanted to. Nobody can tell me something. Because my house and my rules. Don't like it? Go get your own house. Actually, forgot. Yeah, my parents don't mess with that. Nah. I clean after myself. I have to clean up my plate. It was never like leave food around. We couldn't eat in the living room. Eat behind the table. Did I still sneak food in the room? Of course.
Okay, I understand, bro. So what? Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. This is not information. That's not respectful.
You have decisions to make. Because right now, I'm not gonna be on this shit. I'm not. You're either gonna end this stream shit and get back to what the hell it is y'all have to do, or if now y'all wanna act grown, then y'all gonna have to step the fuck out.
We have to.
Valid.
And we have to end stream or come back to the house. That doesn't even sound right. Or basically like
again.
Again.
Y'all over here acting like y'all grown.
I moved out at 17. My parents told me the same thing. You want to act out? Move out. Otherwise, my house, my rules. We go to bed early. We got work in the morning. So you're either in the house by this time or the doors are locked. And that's just simple as that. Don't like it? Move out. Get your own apartment. Get your own house. I said, all right, no problem. I'm 17. I'm moving out. Since then, it was my rules. Until then, I was under my parents' rules. Did I break them? Yes, 100% I did. Did I get cooked for it? Of course, 100% I did.
But we want to stream. But at the same time, I do respect him. If you want us to go back, like, obviously, I don't know. So we've been non-stop cleaning. Look at the time, 6 o'clock. 6. Okay, 6 o'clock. We messed up. 6 o'clock. Wait, 6 o'clock. Wait, mommy, you basic. Wait, I'm confused. So we have to either pick. Wait, I'm saying. So you're saying we have to either pick streaming or staying at the house?
Y'all gonna have to figure it the hell out, cause I'm not dealing with this shit right now.
Okay.
Valid.
Over here making a fucking mess, having people over there.
Valid. Valid.
Like, are y'all fucking losing your shit? If y'all acting grown, then y'all do this in your own fucking place.
Valid.
But I'm not having it. Okay. I'm not having it.
Okay.
Figure it the fuck out.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah, everything is valid. I mean, they kind of accepted it as well. They're like, all right, cool. Valid. Somebody go and jump him. I said you did say clean fight, so. If they just walked away with each other, I mean, hey, they caught their fair one, and then they would just walk away. Been in that situation too. Just catch hands and just walk away, or shake it out.
Yeah? Guys, this guy did a cheat that. How do I pick up? How do I pick it up? How do I pick it up? Dude, this guy dropped his hands. Okay. Oh. Yeah, pick it up.
You picked up his hand?
Yeah, I don't know. He dropped his hands. I have his pickaxe in my inventory. Where were they?
I have a mine in this building. They were right here with the renegade.
Yeah, Ark. The only thing about Ark is they need to take care of the cheaters, but they have the only game system that I've seen where if like there's a cheater, it will literally return you the materials you lost in that fight, which is kind of crazy. Like, I love that. Four rushes into war. Remember this: 20 years, thousands of lives lost, trillions burned, all to remove the Taliban and replace them with Taliban. Now we're dancing on 7, what is that, trillion? Yeah, 7 trillion of US military gear. No, that's billion. Yeah, 7 billion of US military gear. I mean, that was just because of incompetency of the last administration. I don't know what that means. I'm streaming, but Vietnamese food.
Cambodian, actually. Этот фоу. И там еще у них всякая вкуснятина есть. Мы с Бычком туда ездили, очень вкусненько. Вот тут возле Chinese store, да.
I guess I will go.
Помогти нам елочку забрать. Надя сказала, дають красивучу елку. Таку, як нам оце дали, тільки вона ще з білим покрита. Слайдси все, нову. Я сказала, конечно, надо, заберу.
Okay, I'm coming. Bye. Yeah, I'm about to go eat, and I'll be back on live probably in a couple hours. Gotta just help my mom's. It is the weekend. I mean, our live is pretty dry today. We reacted to a bunch of videos, so I got a bunch of clips to post for tomorrow and for today. So as of right now, I'll just take care of that, go eat, and then I'll come back, grind some more clips, grind some more content, and then we will get back to it. But I'll catch you guys in a bit. Peace.